All right, so here's my box on the shelf, and I wanted to show you how I did add a bunch of rhinestones in here. I basically wanted to put this video at the beginning because I did change how I did my box, and I did not want to post all of the videos that I did because it would have been super long. I have these rhinestones out. These two I kind of have to wiggle out a little bit like that. But I didn't want to include all of the original videos because I originally started doing the purple Wonderland mixed with the white Wonderland for my outside box. The purple is basically 5 and 10s, and the white Wonderland is 8 and 4s. And originally I thought it was going to be fine, even though it was just, a little bit off. But when I got some of the shelves on, I started noticing that the walls just weren't going to meet cohesively. And I figured since I had spent, a bit of money, getting the rest of the designs that I wanted, I'm not going to have my box not be cohesive with everything matching and lining up. So I basically had tore it all apart. I removed the white Wonderland off of these panels. I had like everything done, you guys. So I then had to piece together stuff I already had glued with the purple, and then I just kind of had to add in a little bit more to make the panels the size I needed. But I just wanted to start this off by telling you that I did start over. I basically edited some of the videos just to show my journey and the steps that I did to create this box. But just in case you were hearing in the beginning, I'm talking about, starting over and removing the white Wonderland. So I just wanted to kind of include this so you kind of know what happened. I did not want to have this video be like 2 hours long, showing me building the box, tearing it down, rebuilding it, because it's just unnecessary. So, whoops, sorry. So I just wanted to come on and say that. But yeah, so I hope everybody loves the box. I just wanted to show you guys everything that I had in here. What started this whole journey is I bought the poker set through Lily. And it was like the best purchase I ever did. And I'm like, I think I can make this work. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to start building the main box and then getting some of the drawers made. I have purple Wonderland, white Wonderland, and then this like white and gold design coming. And then I bought a little bit more of the butterfly and the dark SP, and then this one because I needed more 4CMs in this design because I used a lot of the 4CMs for the lampshade that I did. But if you guys have not seen the poker set, this is what it looks like. It's a full deck of cards. Every card has a different design on it. It's like $80 though, which is very crazy. But you get a lot of pieces, and it's amazing quality. They're really thick. So I figured I want to do this one kind of like on the outside of the box, make the frame of it. And I was thinking of doing like different, like a royal flush or a straight, like doing different card hands. I thought that would be really fun. And then I figured for the drawers, that's where these different sets come in. I want each drawer to have a different design. Okay, so for the SP flower design, I'm going to do 2 of the 8CMs and then 14 4s. Now, the one thing that's hard is knowing which way is the right, you know, the right way for the design if there's no words. So I just kind of go with what looks best, you know, when I lay it down, I guess. And then, of course, I always try to duplicate it. Okay, so then I need 4 over here. And I thought this was a super pretty design to do also. And again, I haven't seen it anywhere else, just like the regular Alice in Wonderland set that I got from Lily. Usually Peachy has a lot of the designs too, but I haven't seen those with her either. Okay, 3 in the front, 3 in the back. 4 on one side, 4 on this side, and then, oh, here's the other one. Okay, so, and since Lily was doing like mad deals, I got a lot of different designs. I'm really gonna miss her though. I really hope she decides to do like a live on the weekend, you know, because I know she's trying to get like a normal job and focus on finding a relationship and all of that, which I totally get. But she made a killing off the lives on TikTok too. And it's hard too because like, even though I never really like talked or seen some of you, it was still cool communicating, you know, in the lives and everything with her. So I think that's what I'm going to miss the most. But it's pretty cool that a lot of you guys follow other people that I see you in. And I like posting videos of boxes I've created on her WhatsApp just so I can, you know, kind of keep in contact with everybody and kind of show her what I make. She's like one of the first hosts to sell acrylics that I haven't seen make stuff out of them. Which is probably why she didn't know you needed at least 24 pieces to make a box with like the 4 CMs, because she used to sell like a lot of bags of like 20 pieces. And I kept telling her, I'm like, you gotta do like 24 because I have to buy, you know, several bags just to make a box. And then she changed her bags finally and started putting 24 in there. So let's just cross our fingers that maybe once she gets in the groove of like her new job or something, that she'll like do a live every now and then. Because I sent her a message today and I asked her if she knows if there's any like newer SP designs out at the factory, or if she can look like on a website or something. I'm not exactly sure how she orders. So I'm waiting to hear back from her to see if there's anything that's new out there. But I say we all try to get her to do a live at least like twice a month on the weekends or something. She might go for that. Because she made, you know, a pretty good chunk of change, especially when she has new designs. Like, we've seen people drop hundreds of dollars with her. Like that one night, man, it was like almost 900. I won't drop any names, but you know who you are if you're watching this video. Very impressed, by the way, with that. I would love to see your collection. And I hope you have figured out how to make boxes, and I hope you're making them well. And you're able to display your boxes in your room or anywhere in your house because you have an amazing collection. Okay. And then I've been wondering if, like my Pop Mart that's a little bit thinner, you know, than these acrylics, if that's going to kind of mess with the drawers. Because the flower, the butterfly, the worm, this multicolored one, and the dark SP, and even the horoscope, they're all pretty thick. So I really hope it doesn't throw it off too bad. But I think since I'm making its own drawer, you know, with the design, it should be okay. But we shall see. And then another thing that I was thinking about, eventually, I know I've said it before, I'm going to make a box with all of like my leftover acrylics from different bags and stuff that I didn't use. And I think I'm going to have a lot of leftovers with all of these designs. So I'm really, really excited to incorporate it. I think I'm going to be able to do a box that will be with like 4 and 8s. And then a separate box with 5s and 10s. So I'm super excited for that. Okay. So I'm going to try to just pop in every now and then as I'm gluing the drawers together. Because I think if I do the drawer, like the entire drawer on video, it's just going to be such a long video. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll like pop in when I'm almost done with it just so you can kind of see how it's coming together. Okay, here's the zodiac. And for this one, I did my sign, Gemini, my husband, Scorpio, my daughter, Sagittarius, my son is also a Gemini, my sister's a Libra, my mom is a Cancer, and my brother-in-law, which is my sister's husband, is a Leo. So I love this for the drawer. All right, so I got things dried enough to move around. Okay, so now I'm just going to do this warm SP. Okay, so here's the 8cm. Trying to... Okay, I'm going to get this together really quick and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, total bummer. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I actually did have 24 pieces in the bag. And then I had one more piece that I got as a freebie a while ago. So I had 25 pieces, but I need 26 to do the drawer. So I am throwing in one of the horoscopes, which I'm going to put it in the very corner of the side panel. And it's really, like, not a big deal. You know what I mean? Because they're both clear. They both have, like, the same tones in there. So that's what I'm going to do. Because it's going to be my, you know, thing anyway, so... I had a feeling that this might happen, so I'm glad that I have, you know, several designs that kind of go together. And I had to do that when I did my Alice in Wonderland box. I was one piece off from using all of the acrylics, creating like the size I wanted, and I found one piece that came in as a freebie, which is why I loved getting freebies from Lily, because she would always put like a mixture of different acrylics in there. And I found one SP design that had the same bright colors in it. So I decided to use that, and I did it like in the very back corner on the bottom on the inside of the box. You can't even tell. Because there's no way I'm gonna buy more, you know, just to get one more piece. Especially when it's a box for myself. But I'm very, very glad I found a solution. And I didn't know there were like several warm SP designs, because the SP design that I did for my like vanity organizer thing with the white frame around it, I think I showed it earlier in the video, that one's also considered warm SP. See, it looks fine. It's like a tag thing. Okay, so I'm going to get this one done, straighten it all out, and then I'm going to do the Amazing Dark SP. Alright, so I have 4 left after I glue all of this together, but I ordered another small set of this because I still have 4 of the 8 CMs left after taking these 2 out. No, sorry. No, yeah, 4. I had 6 left. I was going to build me just a little box with it. I'm really glad that I didn't, because I used most of them when I made a puppet box. I kind of almost don't want to sell it, and I just want to keep it, but I have so many boxes for myself that I have like nowhere to put them. But this is like my favorite design. I love the dark SP. Because when I made the puppet box, I was short 2 pieces to finish making it. So then Lily had another bag left, so I bought it. And then I originally was going to make just a smaller box with the 8 CMs I had left, and then since I had to order another bag and only use 2 pieces, I had all of these leftovers. So I'm really glad that I didn't, you know, make a box with them all and not be able to use it for the drawer. Because you gotta have the dark SP in there. Okay. So I only have the Pop Mart one to do, and then I'm gonna wait to do this one because I don't really want to take stuff apart right now because it's like almost 1 a.m. and I need to go to sleep. I told myself last night after I stayed up until like 12:30 finishing the other Sanrio box I did that I wasn't gonna stay up late tonight. I tell myself that every night, and every night I go to bed at like 1 or 1:30, and then I'm getting up at like 6:45 to take the kids to school and start work at 9. But it's like once they all go to bed and my husband's asleep, it's so peaceful and calming. I just enjoy it. And then I start getting crazy ideas to make boxes. But
but I don't really start them until like after dinner and all that kind of stuff. It took me a while to get the main time consumption stealer, whatever you want to call it, was getting all of my designs out that I had packed away, which I probably didn't need to get them all out. I should have kind of thought what I was going to do about it first, but I didn't. So it took me forever to get all of those designs out. Sorry, I'm going to shake the phone. And this is why I like using the mats. If you don't have one, you can also get like the placemats at like the dollar store. They work just as good. And since they're only $1, you know, you can just buy a couple and then throw them away as you need to. Okay. Oh, I love this one. And that one. Oh. Such an amazing design. It's crazy how many different designs they come out with for characters. Like, there's always something new coming out for Sanrio. Like, so many designs for Sanrio. It's crazy. And then with SP, every freaking week I'm seeing new designs. Like, designs I had no idea that even existed out there. The one that I'm very happy that I have is the poker set. Like, sometimes I kind of think, should I even use it? You know, like, I kind of almost want to just save it. Same with the Labubu, because I've not seen them out there. And I think a lot of other hosts don't sell them because they have to charge a lot of money for them. I don't see a lot of people just being like, yeah, I'll spend $80, you know? That's more of something you kind of message a host about to see if they can track it down for you. And there's not a lot of hosts out there that'll track stuff down at the factory like Lily does. I've never even seen Peachy with a poker set. And she has like everything. Sorry, I'm just like rambling on right now because I'm bored. I have nobody else to talk to right now. Rogine's asleep. It sucks. She's like 3 hours ahead of me. So right now it's like 4 o'clock in the morning for her. So she'll probably be waking up in like an hour to get ready for work. Because she's in Michigan. I'm in Washington State. Okay. Look at that. It looks so good. All right, so I got things to dry, and I'm so excited with how it's turning out. I'm going to show you how they turned out really quick. So there's the dark SP. There is the amazing horoscope. That's the Pop Mart. There's the warm SP. There's the butterfly, and there's the flower. I love how it all looks together. So now I'm going to start building the drawers. So anytime you do a drawer, so your base box, so like let's say this is the base box, right? So anytime you do the base part of it, your side panels, you have to do them on the sides of the acrylics. So your front and your back panel will go on top, and then you would hear the side. Well, actually, you're not going to have a front and a back. You're just going to have a back because the drawer has to go in. So like your back panel will be on top, and then your side panels are going to be glued to the side of the bottom and then the side of the back panel. You have to do it on the side so you give
yourself enough room for the drawer to come in here and to be able to move back and forth. Now, to make this all work, you then have to take the drawer piece, and then your side panels on the drawer go on top of the acrylic. So your base piece is on the side, your drawer is on top. Because if you were to glue the side piece for the drawer on the side, and then you glue the bottom piece on the side, it's going to be the exact same size. And you're not going to have any room for the drawer to fit. So that's why it's really important that you put it on top of the acrylic for your side pieces for your drawer. And then for the base box, you do the side pieces on the side. It literally gives you a tiny bit of room, but that is all you need for that drawer to slide in and out. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, let's just do the flower one. Okay. Now, with the drawers, I always do the back and the front panel with the design facing me, right? Inward. And then even sometimes with the side panels, I'll have the design facing inward because you don't really see it from the outside. So you can kind of just do it inward or outward. It's just however you want the design to look, you know? Oh my goodness, that took so much longer than expected. But I got them off. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do the front and the back first. Because the side pieces have to go... Wait, no. See, now I'm getting myself mixed up. I'm doing the drawer, not the base. So I'm going to do the side pieces first on top of the acrylic. Oh my gosh. I just have too much stuff running through my head right now. Okay. Let's see if the glue will come out. I always try squeezing from the bottom, you know, to get all the glue up. Hold on. All right. These acrylics are so thick. Trying not to press too hard on here because I don't want like another hole to form. I hate it when that happens with these bottles. When you're trying to get the glue out and press on it, it like makes a hole form. Like the first time I ever tried using E6000, like a huge hole was created from the pressure. It got like all over my fingernails. And I tried like rinsing it off right away because I didn't know if you just let it dry a little bit, you can just like rub it off. So I was freaking out. I was like never going to use it again. And it took me a long time to actually use the E6000. Okay. So I did, there we go. All right. Sorry if you see my head for a minute. Okay. I really like this flower design. It's so pretty. And I've, you know, kind of seen a couple of comments from a couple of people that use the E6000, and I guess they have a hard time getting the walls to stand up. If you're using enough glue, you should be able to just kind of press it down and then it holds up on its own. If you're not using enough glue, it could possibly fall over because it doesn't have enough of it to bond to, you know, to kind of hold itself up. So if you do decide to not use a whole bunch of glue, I mean, I think I use a good amount, you know, like I do have some that I need to scrape off at the end of the project, but I would rather use a little bit too much than not have enough. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't want it falling apart. So I've never really had that problem with my walls collapsing. But if you notice that your walls are starting to like fall over, I would use like a box and just set the box behind it and kind of let it dry for a minute. And then once it dries, do your next side. And then I always flip the box over on its side to get the other panels on. See how mine just, it's staying up. So then I'll flip it like this. So that way it's resting, you know, on my table. And then I'll straighten everything out. Kind of move this one in a little bit. Okay. And then I'll, you know, just kind of press down again. Okay, and then I'll make sure this is straight. Okay, now this is the back side. Now remember, anytime you're adhering pieces to your sides, don't go all the way up with glue because they don't end up all the way, you know, up seamlessly like that. Because it's adhering to this bottom piece, so it gives you a little bit of a gap. Oh, come on. Like it always does good for a minute and then it stops. So Friday, which is tomorrow, I have my lash and my nail appointment, and I'm getting like a fill and a backfill. I've been keeping with this white and pink for a long time. I've had it for a couple months, and I just like it because I like the sparkle to it. It's a classic look. It goes with any, you know, theme, holiday, whatever. But I'm actually thinking about doing like maybe a Valentine's Day theme. I gotta see what colors of acrylic she has. Because I go to this lady, she's freaking amazing. I've been going to her for like, my goodness, 10, 11 years. She hand sculpts my fingernails, so these are not like fake plastic tips. She actually sculpts them. And she hand files instead of using a Dremel. And she kind of focuses more on lashes now, but she still has a couple of us like nail clients also. And she'll, you know, she'll try to do whatever we ask her. I mean, she doesn't like keep the latest stuff, you know, on hand. I mean, if she needs, if we ask for it, you know, she'll like get it. But I was thinking about asking her to maybe do like a red maybe tip and then a light pink in the middle or something like that. So I don't know. I'm just going to kind of play around, and then I was going to look at some of my heart charms. So I don't know. Be on the lookout for a new set of fingernails. I'm kind of excited to change them up a little bit. Okay. And I feel like these type of acrylics, like the flower, the dark SP, the way that these are made, even probably the warm SP and the horoscope, it slides a lot better, you know, with drawers and stuff. And I think when I made my pop-up box out of the dark SP, I had such, it was such a good feeling, I guess. That's the best word to say, because I tried creating another box with just like basic, kind of how like the laser prints are. And it wasn't gliding, you know, as smooth as this kind of material. I noticed a huge difference with the quality, you know, of how these acrylics are. I know like the laser print kind can be more cheaper and you get more for like 30 bucks, you know, but like it is so worth it to get these acrylics that are thicker, and the way they're made, they just glide.
Like, it's almost like butter. It's so smooth. All right, this one's looking so freaking cute. I love it. Now I kind of wish that I had 4 centimeters in my Allison in Wonderland, because now that I have the purple Wonderland and the white Wonderland coming, to have my regular Wonderland involved in this would be super cool. But I already made a full box out of it. And I'm pretty sure I used all of the acrylics. Sorry, I'm trying to get all of the glue from the bottom. Good gosh. This one, like it just kind of starts drying a little bit at the tip, and I have to keep digging it out. But I have beading needles, and I have so many of them. They're perfect to use for these tips. And then once I get my new sets that are coming, I'm going to see exactly how many, pieces I have and the sizes and everything to see if I do need to incorporate my poker set. Because I've been going back and forth since last night on if I really want to incorporate my SP poker set, because it's such an amazing set. So I don't know, there might be a design change, but I don't know. I'll probably just use it. Because that set's what is kind of what started this journey. Okay. Okay, and I think I'm going to wait until the very end to actually put knobs on here. I had to order a new bag of knobs because I already know after I'm done with this box, my knobs are going to be gone. Gonna let that bad boy dry, but I think it looks really good. It came along perfectly. And then I'm gonna start getting the rest going, and then I will show you how they look after I'm done. Just wanted to pop in and kind of show you the progress. So I did the Pop Mart. I did this one not too long ago. Turned out good. And then there's the butterfly. And then I have the worm SP done so far. So 4 boxes made, and I got 2 more to go. I'm going to do the horoscope and the dark SP next. And so far it's actually coming along really well. Okay, so here is the horoscope box. Turned out super cute. And then there's the dark SP. My favorite design ever. Now I decided to take the multi-colorful one, and I took the piece off the lampshade because I just needed 4 more pieces, and I don't want to wait. I kind of want to get as much stuff built as I can so that way I don't have too much to do when the rest comes in. So this was the lampshade. I basically had all 4 CMs around it. I had one of the 8 CMs on top. But now this is the 8 CM that I replaced it with. So I still have the lampshade thing, but it's just, with another 8 CM, that's all. So with this one, I love this design so much. The colors are so gorgeous. These are perfect for lampshades. I'm going to do the 2 8s. I have 4 right here to go on this side. And then I have 4 for one of the side panels. And then I have another 4 for more side panels. And then exactly 3 and 3 to do the front and the back. So that one panel worked perfectly.
So I'm working on just getting some of the glue off of these. And then I'm going to glue these ones together, and I will show you what this drawer looks like as soon as I'm done. Okay, so I got this one done. It is still drying. I literally glued all of the pieces together and then started putting the panels on like I always do, because I never wait for anything to dry. But hey, it looks amazing. All right, here is the Skull Panda CC box. I'm so glad I did it. I'm really, really glad I didn't just wait for the 8 centimeters, because that is literally probably being shipped out today. So I'm not going to get it for like 11 days. So I'm like, I'm just going to do it now. So my delivery came. I'm so excited. So I've been noticing that the Wonderland design has been getting used a lot. Like I've seen the CC is Wonderland, but they're just dressed up as CC characters. And then I've seen the purple Wonderland, the white Wonderland, and then I have the regular Wonderland acrylics. So there's so many different designs of Wonderland, but it's amazing. So Queen's my favorite, of course. But this is the white Wonderland. These are the 8 CMs that I added on after I did my first order, because I like to mix. And then here are the 4s. She threw in a couple 8s because this was like a medium set. So she'll do a small set, which is like 25 plus pieces, and then like a medium set is like, I think 50 plus pieces or something. And then she throws in like some 8 CMs, and then a large set, which is what I got in the purple Wonderland. It's like 100 plus pieces. And then she throws in like some 8 CMs and like a 16 CM, if that's like 4s and 8s, but these were 5s and 10s. So I got 112 5 CMs, and then I think 8 10 CMs. So I was really excited about that. But this reminds me of the warm SP design that I did for that vanity organizer I made. I love the clear look with the white border. So I'll have pretty much like all the characters in this one. Super cute. Okay. I think I'm just going to throw these over here. Okay, so here's the purple Wonderland. It's like my favorite. And I love like the teacup and the cards and the clock all, added on here. And I think I got the last 12 or 13 10 CMs today. And then here's all of the 5 CMs that came. I don't want to get them all out. And then I got a mix of the white and gold and then a black and gold. They're the exact same design, just like different colors. And then I got a medium set. So I got 50 pieces of 5 CMs. And then I got these 3 of the 10s. So it's just like the outline of skull, the skull panda. And just like the different colors. She also had white and black. But look at that. That's just so gorgeous. And then these ones have, of course, more designs. And this is just a really good price for 5 and 10 CMs. But I love it. I love this one a lot. And then when I added on the 8 cms of Winter Wonderland, I also got a small set of the black and gold because I found another host who had 3 10 cms left for $5 of the black and gold. So I ordered those from her so I could have it go with the set. But look at that. It's just, it's so amazing. And I think this is going to look so good combining them together with the white and gold. So yeah, so now what I'm thinking about doing, since I got my different colored ones in that I did for my lampshade, I need to create the shelving unit for that. I need to create a shelving unit for the horoscope and for the warm SP, so I got to figure out which ones I'm going to use for that. And then this is a 4 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm. So I got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this and if I'm going to make more boxes for the top because these ones are going to be deeper. But I would really love to incorporate all of the colors that I have and all of the designs, so I'll figure out a way to use them all. But I just wanted to show you what they look like, and then I'm going to start to figure out exactly what else I'm going to add and how big I'm going to go on these drawers, and I will totally keep you updated. Okay, so I moved back over to my other side really quick. So I did get my order from Peachy today, finally. I'm really excited. And I didn't realize how cute this one actually was. It's like a combination. It's like a collaboration. It's really cute. I can tell some of these are like Sailor Moon. There's Jasmine. I think it's such a cute collab. So I'm only 2 pieces away from being able to do like the full drawer and the bottoms. Hey everyone, so here is the bottom part of the base that I'm doing for my big box. I did get my 2.5 centimeters in, and I absolutely love that I got that size. It's making it to where the bottom of the base is only like a millimeter or 2 bigger, which is awesome. These clear acrylic strips are pretty awesome. I got them in my order from Peachy. I mean, they're huge. It's like, it's a big, long, it's like, I think each one's a meter. But you just kind of measure it out. My husband used his dikes to clip it. And then I kind of lit a candle and I was putting the piece over the flame to kind of get it warm, you know, so I could bend it a little bit. And that actually worked pretty well. And I would highly recommend getting these if you do drawers. I have noticed that they really, really help. What I ended up doing, because if you've created drawers, you know that when you have the drawers in and you're gluing them to all of the panels, it gets a little tight. And sometimes it's really hard to get your drawer in and out. So what I did with the shelves is I glued a piece to the side of it. That way I have a little bit more of a wiggle room for that drawer to sit in, and it moves back and forth really well. So here's my SP flower shelf, my dark SP. There's the horoscope. I put one on every single one. The butterfly. There's the Pop Mart, and then the multicolored one. And it's like the best thing I think I've ever bought. And they were only $2 for, I think, 5 of them. I am going to look on Temu and see if they are on there. And I really hope they are. So now I'm going to start gluing this panel. And then I'm going to measure my side pieces. and get those glued on. I also am going to use the 16 centimeter with a row of 4 centimeters on top of it for the divider in between the drawers. Because since I used 4 centimeters on these drawers, that's where I'm putting it, and it'll be enough room and give it that support. And basically the 4 centimeters was added for my big 5 centimeter drawer. And then if I make the second drawer with the white Wonderland, I'm going to need to put some of those acrylic strips on the back panel and on the sides, because the glue holding it to the panels is going to be the only support that it has, because I can't run any divider below it because I have that other drawer right below it. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to kind of figure out. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, the glue was like almost glued to my stand. I'm going to see how much further I can get with this glue before I open up a new bottle. Originally I added white and purple 4 and 8s and the purple 5s and 10s together. And at first, I thought, okay, it'll be good enough. I like the design together, it being mixed, but adding 8 and 4s with 5s and 10s, the size is not going to be, what it should be. So last minute, I started pretty much over. So here we are. But I think it's the best decision to make, and I'm really glad I was able to at least work on my drawers and my shelves at first. And making a big row of 2.5 cms, oh my goodness, it is hard to try to get all of it to stick together. Okay, bookmark. Alright. Oops, sorry. Okay, not so bad. That actually went together really well. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry, and then while this is drying, I'm going to start measuring the 2 side panels and then the back panel. Okay, I wanted to show this panel really quick. This is going to be the back panel, but I just wanted to show you how many pieces went into this, because I had to add 2.5 cms due to how high it was, and I didn't want like the top being too high with a big gap, so I added those 2.5 cms in. But so far I'm using a lot of the pieces I used before, and then I have to build the 2 side pieces next. But so far I think it's looking really good. Alright, so I still have my box on the opposite side of what I normally do, because for me it's just easier to have it set up on this side, because I'm inserting everything on this side first. So I've come pretty far. I basically just kind of pieced what I could together that was already still glued together from me removing the white Wonderland. And I did get the panels put together. I basically glued these on last night. So now I'm going to come in and start inserting the shelf. I'm very, very glad I removed the white Wonderland, so that way everything is cohesively fitting. So far, when I'm putting my shelves in here, it is going to the back of the panel. Adding this acrylic piece to the outside of every shelf is giving me a lot more wiggle room to open and shut my drawers. So I'm really, really happy I bought these. I think in a little bit, when I go on my lunch break, I am going to look on Temu, because I really want to see if they have it on their website. Because if you ever do drawers, get these acrylic strips. Like, they are a lifesaver. Whoops. And it really helps with some extra wiggle room, which, you know, we all need with the drawers. Like, it just gets too tight sometimes. Like, the one I made for my son was a really cute Mario one. And I did 3 drawers in it. I was so excited to give it to him. And then I started looking at it. And it was like the side walls were like almost wanting to come unglued after, you know, pulling it open and stuff. So I like had to kind of like play with it a little bit more and get all that figured out. So it was this whole deal. Okay, and I need to get the 4 centimeters glued back on top of the 16. But so far, it's looking really good. Like, I'm really happy with it. I'm so much more happier than I was before. And I think what I'm going to do, I was trying to think about making a White Wonderland box. But with it being 8 4s, it's just not working the width ways. And I'm not going to go through all of that again. So I'm going to go back and look at my other 5 centimeter design. I was really hoping I was going to get my order from Zoe, which has a couple of 5 centimeter skull pandas. But they haven't come yet. Okay, so it basically needs to go like all along this top part of the shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and get this glued together. I think I'm actually going to glue this on top of the 16 cm before I do the acrylic strips, because I want to make sure that I don't have to peel it off again. But I just wanted to kind of pull this up and show you guys how it's looking. Hold on. All of this is moving around now that I removed that 16 cm. I was just really wanting it done by now. Like, it was I was so close to it being done on Saturday night, and then I had to remove the White Wonderland. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys the progress I've made so far. I did come back in and get these acrylic strips glued back on. And then I got this on. And then, of course, I did all of the drawers. I did notice that on this side, I think maybe the way it dried, it was kind of bowed a little bit. So I had to take duct tape. And I basically put a piece on the outside and then just taped it into here just to hold this in more while it dried. And it seemed to be working pretty good. So that's a good hack. I think this one's like stuck to some glue because I had a lot of glue that kind of seeped in. But see right in here. But I don't know. It could be yeah, see, okay, it is glue. I was like, it could be me doing it like way too tight. Let me get them unstuck really quick. Hold on. Alright, so it looks like what happened on this drawer when I glued on this shelf. Some of the glue did seep down, probably also from me pushing the side in. So it adhered to this drawer, so I had to pull it out. But like, the rest of the drawers are coming in and out just fine. This one was just a little bit stuck with glue. All of them just had a little bit of glue from the shelf, because I literally was putting it on right after I did the shelf, and I just wanted to get the shelves on, but all I have to do is just kind of glue this one back in, slide it in. I'm going to let it dry before I put that bottom drawer in. But today, so this piece will go right here. I'm really hoping that this acrylic piece helps the other shelf. I am going to see if, let me see, this design right here. This is that collaboration design I got from Peachy. It's like a mix with like SP, Sailor Moon, and some Disney characters. I mean, it's a super cute design. But of course, I think one row. Yeah, one row off. So 5 pieces from making the whole shelf piece. And when I was trying to glue on some of the Winter Wonderland, the Winter Wonderland was a tad bit smaller, but yet they were both advertised as 5 cm. So I'm going to see if one of these pieces will fit onto here better. Because if it does, then I'm just going to finish that shelf with this. And then this shelf is going to basically sit against the walls with the acrylic piece below it to help support it. And then I can get the side piece over here glued on, and then I still need to make a top. I have not done that yet. That is like the only piece I haven't made yet. So, yay, it's coming along. I'm really excited. I'll show you the progress once I get more added. Okay, so I decided to do the white and gold with the mixed SP collab design, whatever it is. And the reason why I went with this one, so it is still a little bit smaller. So I really think that this one has to be like a 5.5 or like a 6, because these ones that are a 5s match my 5s in the Purple Wonderland. So it's really weird. But anyways, so I'm glad I went with that one though, because since it was just a little bit off, I actually had, here, let me move this. Okay. Just enough room to put that clear acrylic strip. And it filled that gap with what I needed it to, so it'll reach that side wall. Oh my god. Sorry, my camera keeps like losing focus because it's clear. But yeah, so it fit perfectly. These are just so awesome. I just wanted to show you guys again like how cool they are to have, especially when you're doing drawers. I think from now on, anytime I do a set of drawers, I am always going to use this on the side of my shelves. So that way there's enough room for my drawers to move in and out. So I did get this shelf glued back in. I'm getting ready to tip it over and get this other shelf added onto the top right here. And then once I do that, I can get the final side panel put on. So I'm going to get that glued on, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I finally finished the box. It actually turned out really, really good. I just glued the lid on, and all of the drawers are working great. There's a couple on the bottom that kind of get stuck a little bit, but it's just like a little wiggle and it comes out. But I'm so excited. It took almost like a week, if not more, because I had to wait for some of these acrylics to get here. And then I built it because I mixed the Purple Wonderland with the White Wonderland. But since the purple is 5s and 10s and the white is 8 and 4, some pieces were off a little bit and I couldn't do that. You know, I wanted it to look really good, especially with how long this was taking, how many acrylics I was using, building 10 drawers. So I'm really excited that everything turned out. And in the back, here there was a little gap because the side walls are higher. So on the back wall, I did one of my clear acrylic strips along the back side underneath the lid, and it's helping support it now. So those are amazing. So I wanted to show you guys the final look and tell you how freaking excited I am that it's finally done. But it looks so good. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm going to measure how tall it is really quick. Hang on, let me get the measuring tape. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty much a foot. I mean, it's a little bit higher, like 12.5 inches tall. And then the width is about 10 inches wide. And then the depth, let's see. About 7 inches almost. So that is a really, really good storage box. So I'm going to start getting it on my shelf, and I'm going to start adding all of my rhinestones in here. And then I think on the top, if I have enough room, which I should. I do have some of the blind boxes. Let me get them so I can show you how it's gonna look. Let me see how these work on here. Okay, let's see if they'll hold. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's... How in the world? Okay. We'll put the warm SP over here. And then it's like some little froggies. Okay, let's add Nancy and see what she looks like. This Nancy one is so cute. I was gonna get a couple more Nancys instead of all SP, but she just kept having different SP like every time I would get one, so I kept ordering one. Okay, so I think, because she's reading, so we'll just kind of adjust these. Just gonna move those over there. And then it has an extra book. All right, there we go. Yes, okay. I'm so keeping the dolls on there. I was a little bit worried that it might kind of be too much for this, but with me adding in that acrylic strip on the back, it's really supporting it. Okay, there we go. That was the perfect little addition to make my box complete. All right, guys. Well, here's another big skull panda box that I've done. Gotta love it. And I hope you guys build something big like this too, because it's very rewarding. Especially if you're going to use it for your own stuff, you know. But yeah, yay. Okay. And then I'm also going to look on Temu and maybe Allied Express and see if I can find those clear acrylic strips. And if I can, I will definitely let you guys know so you know where to order them from, because I really think you guys should get them, because they are perfect additions to have for your box. All right. Bye.